Hi, my name is Puchat Jorna and I'll be presenting the introduction part of this mini project of assessment pH, DO, and temperature of pond water. So, water quality plays an important role in environmental health and sustainability, especially in tropical countries like Malaysia. Water resources support biodiversity, agriculture, and the livelihoods of the local communities. In this mini project, we will be focusing on the pond water. So what is the importance of pond water in Malaysia? In Malaysia, ponds are common water bodies found in both rural and urban areas. They are widely used for aquaculture, irrigation, rainwater retention, and recreational activities. In rural areas, good pond water quality is essential to support fish farming and agriculture activities. So, what is the effect of tropical climate? Malaysia experiences a tropical climate with high temperature, high humidity, and heavy rainfall throughout the year. These conditions significantly affect the physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of pond water, making regular water quality monitoring is necessary. So, what are the kind of key water quality parameters? Among various water quality indicators, which like pH, dissolved oxygen, and temperature, are considered the most fundamental parameters. These parameters are closely interconnected, and even small changes in one can affect the overall health of the aquatic ecosystem. So now I'll be explaining about the function and the definition of the three parameters that will be used in this mini project. So first, what is pH? pH indicates whether the water is acidic or alkaline. Most aquatic organisms can only survive within a limited pH range. Unfavorable pH levels may cause stress or even death to aquatic life. Factors such as algal blooms, organic matter decomposition, and pollution can influence pH levels. Next, what is dissolved oxygen? Dissolved oxygen, or DO, is essential for aerobic aquatic organisms such as fish and beneficial bacteria. Low DO levels may indicate pollution or eutrophication and can lead to ecosystem degradation. In Malaysia's warm climate, maintaining adequate DO levels is challenging because oxygen solubility decreases as the temperature increases. Next, temperature. Temperature affects almost all physical, chemical, and biological processes in aquatic ecosystem. High water temperature can cause stress to aquatic organisms and reduce oxygen availability. Sudden temperature changes may also indicate environmental disturbance. For water quality management in Malaysia, proper pond water quality management is important in Malaysia due to its significant aquaculture industry. The national water quality standards provide guidelines to ensure water bodies are suitable for their intended uses, including supporting aquatic life. However, there are some environmental challenges that can affect pond water quality in Malaysia. These include heavy rainfall during monsoon seasons, agriculture runoff, urban development, and the removal of riparian vegetation, all of which can alter the water chemistry and temperature. So for this our mini project, we will be focusing on measuring the pH, DO, and temperature of pond water in Tasik Tampin Negeri Sembilan. The aim is to evaluate the current water quality and assess its suitability for supporting aquatic organisms. The objective of this mini project is to measure and analyze pH, DO, and temperature, evaluate water quality based on Malaysian standard, identify relationship between pH, DO, and temperature, assess suitability for aquatic ecosystem, and provide recommendation to improve water quality.
So, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ashraf Wajidi. So, I present about this literature review. So, I already finished searching all the article and journal, and I was uh, take some of important point. So, the first one is water quality importance. Water quality is the most important environmental factor for the viability of pond-based aquaculture, as fish depend on it for all vital psychological functions. So key parameters. Psychochemical parameters such as temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, DO, biological, oxygen demand, BOD, transparent, total dissolved solids TDS, theoretical, conductivity EC, OCDC, ACDC, alkalinity, and hardness are used to assess water body conditions. So, for pond suitability, pond ecosystems are suitable for aquaculture because their water qualities can be purposely controlled to create favorable rearing settings. For case study findings, a study of 7 ponds in Tangle found that pH, BOD, EC, alkalinity, and hardness were generally within ideal ranges. So for problematic factors, water temperature often surpass the ideal range, and significant variations in the O levels, especially low concentration before sunrise, were identified as potential stress factors for fish. So for management issues, the leaf fluctuations in temperature and DO are major issues in pond aquaculture management.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Mama Asif Skandar bin Mama Azmi. I will continue the methodology part. The first one is study area, which is located at the Taman Tasik Tampin. The environmental factor consider, which is vegetation, water movement, and weather conditions. The sampling period we took 5 days, started from 15 until 19 December 2025. The sampling frequency was once daily. The exact location and depth used to minimize the spatial variation. The water quality parameters in situ. We find the dissolved oxygen using a DO meter. The second one, temperature. We measure using a temperature probe attached to a DO meter. And lastly, pH. We measure using a calibrated digital pH meter. In situ measurement ensure accuracy and reduce sample alteration. For the field observations, the first one, water appearance and clarity. Other than that, weather conditions, and lastly, presence of aquatic organisms. The data analysis. The data will be tabulated and analyzed for daily trends. After that, the graph will be plotted to show variation over 5 days. And lastly, the results will be compared with National Water Quality Standards (NWQS).
Moving on to our result, this table summarizes the data we collected over a 5-day period from December 15 to December 19, 2025. If you look at the temperature column, you will notice the highest temperature recorded was on the day 2 at 31 degrees Celsius. This was particularly because of the sunny day. However, despite that the temperature spike, look at the dissolved oxygen column. The value remains very stable. This is a really positive sign for water quality. And lastly, on the right, our pH readings stay between 7.5 and 7.87, which indicate the water is slightly alkaline and well within the healthy range for aquaculture. First, let's talk about the site itself. We notice that the water look a bit grayish, which usually means that there are some floating solids or organic matters. But interestingly, we still saw some small fishes and people fishing around the pond. This is a great sign because it's proof that the habitat is actually stable enough to support aquatic life. Also, the trees around the area play a big role too. They provide shade that stop the water from getting too hot. Next, for the dissolved oxygen, the levels were really good, staying between 7.57 to 7.61. We did see a change on day 2 and day 4, which makes sense because those were the hot and sunny days. Naturally, when water gets warmer, it holds slightly less oxygen, but overall, the oxygen level is definitely in the good category. Our pH stayed between 7.5 to 7.8, which is slightly alkaline and perfect for a healthy pond. You might notice a small spike on the day 5. We think this happened because of the extra sunlight or maybe the rain from the other day. Basically, when plants or algae receive more sun, they pull carbon dioxide out of the water and making it less acidic and pushing the pH up. As for the temperature, the water stayed between 27.8 degree to 31.9 degrees Celsius. This is totally normal for a tropical place like Malaysia.
Safety and regulation. First, water quality is monitored under the Environmental Quality Act 1974 and National Water Quality Standard. Number 2, important parameters such as pH, dissolved oxygen (DO), and temperature. Number 3, good water quality. For example, pH 6.5 until 8.5, DO less 5, temperature near natural condition. Next, these parameters influence aquatic life survival, chemical stability, and metabolic activity. Number 5, proper labeling, storage, and safe field practice are essential to prevent contamination and accidents. Lastly, proper handling ensure accurate result and environmental protections.
Hi, my name is Nur Hazira binti Norizam. I will continue for the conclusion part of this project. This project was to study assess the water quality of the pond at Taman Tasik Tampin Negeri Sembilan. We are measured 3 parameters in this project, which is pH, DO, and temperature. The objective in this study was to determine water quality based on the Malaysian standard. Examine the relationship between pH, DO, and temperature, and lastly, assess whether the pond can support aquatic life or not. Next, water sample were collected for 5 days from 15 to 19 December 2025. All measurements were taken on site for accuracy. DO value that we got is 7.57 to 7.61 mgl per L that indicate good water quality for aquatic life. pH value that we got is 7.54 to 7.87 are slightly alkaline and acceptable. Water temperature is from 27.8 to 31.9 degrees C is normal for a tropical pond. High temperature did not significantly affect the O level. Overall, the pond water quality was good and suitable for aquatic life. Next, I will also cover for the recommendation part. Firstly, regular water monitoring. By conduct consistent monitoring of pH, dissolved oxygen (DO), and temperature, and also pay attention during the hot day and sunny day to detect early change to prevent stress and harm to aquatic life. Second, managing human activity. By control littering, waste disposal, and other activity near to the pond. Raise public awareness about maintaining pond cleanliness. Protect surrounding trees and vegetables to provide shade and regular water temperature. Lastly, future study. Include additional water quality parameter for a complete assessment, identify potential water quality issue more accurately, and support planning of better management strategy to maintain long-term pond health. That's all from me. Thank you.